Well, let's try this again. Hopefully. Let's see what's happening here now. I'm trying to get this fixed. I don't know what's happening. I've been preoccupied doing other things. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look as if they're even going to allow us to upload a video or even go live. What is happening here again today? I don't know. It's crazy right now, especially with the stream. Yeah, this stream is like all over the place, and I have no idea as to why would it even be this way. But that's something we can address at a later time, I guess. I'm tired of wrestling with it today this early. No notifications, nothing's going out. Once again, the National Basketball Association strikes again. Oh man. It's ridiculous. Every morning I have to do this. Yeah, it makes no sense. It almost makes you don't even want to. It almost makes you don't want to do the video, you know. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna go through it. Subscribe to the page, hit the like button. We're finna get to it. Yesterday, everyone decided that it would be a great idea, a very good idea across the board that this news come up that the Lakers are looking at Drummond. And everybody thought it would be a wonderful idea to let Carcino know about that. They came to my page. They hit me up completely, and like every day. I mean, every minute of the day yesterday. I did not go live once yesterday. And everybody was going to hit me up. I said, I'm going to give live a break, and I'm done. That was not enough. So when I saw that trending, so I'm looking at everything right now. I said, I must speak on this. I must speak on this. Because I want to address every single last one of you. I want to look you all right in the eye. I want to do it live. And I want to say to all of you out there, what the hell? What in the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Drummond to the Lakers? Really? For the past 2 months, every time we went live, how many times did I say it? How many times did I say it? I didn't go live yesterday. I don't think I spoke about Blake going there being any type of big move for the Nets. They need more. They need more. Every time y'all came on here, what did I tell you the Lakers should do? You know what y'all were telling me for the past 2 months? We need Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is who we need. I'm like, Bradley Beal is not what you need. What you need is Andre Drummond. I've said it for 2 straight months. Every time there's a live stream, I keep telling you the player that they needed was Andre Drummond for 2 months. You kept telling me Bradley Beal. We need Bradley Beal, Cino. You don't need Bradley Beal. You need Andre Drummond. Drummond is what they need. They have no protection. I've been saying this for 2 months. One day, somebody said the Lakers are looking into Drummond. Everybody starts hitting me up and completely forgets that for 2 months, I've been telling y'all the player they needed to get was Andre Drummond. I'm just like, y'all were raving over Bradley Beal for 2 months. It's ridiculous. Y'all memories are bad. Bad. If they get Drummond, that's basically checkmate. That's all they need. Somebody that could get 20 and 20. I talk about it every live stream that we have done about basketball when this Bradley Beal is brought up in conversation. Stream yards, live streams, I have done the exact same thing over and over. D Money, let me address something to you. When the Lakers are getting players from all the other teams, you guys cheer. When people team up and try to do the same thing as them, oh, now look at them. They trying to make a super team now. Now ain't nobody complaining about that. Y'all have made it the standard. That's what you need to do nowadays. So the other team say we gonna play the same way. And you upset about it that. Oh well, y'all created it. So now it's what it is. You guys made the grabbing all these superstar players and putting them on one team a thing. So everybody's gonna play the same way. So watch it. Why are y'all complaining about it? You could beat them, right? Nobody's complaining that he's getting Drummond. We're just saying he's getting Drummond. So if you mad anything, we do keep the same energy. The energy is always the same. If your guy didn't do that and start it, and all of this was going on, we would dislike what was happening. No one likes to see a team that's just put together with a bunch of superstars winning. What's the fun in that? But this is being done to stop an evil that's happening in Los Angeles. I'm okay with that. Now, let me tell you the obstacle in getting Andre Drummond. The obstacle is the Cavs would have to buy him out. The Cavs don't want to buy him out. The Lakers have to do a trade. The Lakers, for some reason, cannot come up with a better trade option for the Cavs. So they was like, okay, well, let's look into JaVale McGee. That don't seem to be the guy they want to get JaVale back, but they want Drummond. But they need some interior protection. Marc Gasol isn't it. Never been. He's too slow. If you play the Utah Jazz, you're gonna lose. Rudy will outplay him because you have no protection on the inside. So Rudy will dominate him on the inside. Sorry. It just is what it is. Rudy Gobert will tear him apart on the inside. Well, good luck on your job interview. Very much so. Well, when you look into sports and you look in the whole category of what direction the teams would like to go in and those things that really matter, Bradley Beal is not what they need. They don't need someone who just can score at will and get mostly isolation buckets. You need somebody, you got enough guys who could score the ball. You need protection on the other end. The guys you got just got to do their jobs. But didn't the team look great when LeBron wasn't in the game? Didn't the Laker team, Team LeBron look great without LeBron? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, I never looked at it that way. The way I look at it was a little bit different. When you have a massive amount of people, well, that's what the Lakers want to do. The Lakers want they want the Cavs to buy out that massive contract, take the hit, and say, buy him out. We'll make it back to you on the back end. See, what's happened is they have these under the table deals that they do with teams. That all the league knows about, but it's not for the press. Where the team, they'll work out something down the road to do something for that team. This is how Atlanta was able to, they're in a playoff chase, and their all-star player, Kyle Korver, was delivered to the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James for a guy who had back injuries and was laying on the floor every game and Dunleavy. Why and who in the world, what general manager would make that deal? Like, why would OKC allow Dennis Schroeder to be traded for absolutely nobody? Dennis Schroeder was sixth man of the year. You go from sixth man of the year to being, unbelievable. One of the greatest scoring six men in history is put on your team to start in a trade for absolutely nothing. They gave up nothing to get Dennis Schroeder. Underhanded deals are done under the table where favors are done down the road. I'm quite sure the Detroit Pistons, rather, will be taken care of some type of way under the table. Well, what I mean is that he was sixth man of the year before. As soon as LeBron leave, how many of y'all gonna say let's go Lakers? Laker fans? A lot of them will. I think Oladipo, his best years are behind him due to injury. His game was all about speed. He doesn't have a left hand to finish at the rim. When you don't have a left hand to finish at the rim, you only can finish with one hand. That's only going to hinder you. Losing weight, I never was big in the first place. But the situation is this: Blake Griffin has never been the type of individual that garners any type of, like his whole thing was athleticism. Now his athleticism has diminished. So now he's just become this spot up shooter. Blake can hit some shots for you down the stretch. Like he could be that four that can go outside and hit a couple of jumpers, and he might get you 20 some points in a game, but it doesn't really boost your team up. I mean, he's not Blake of even 3 years ago. He gonna give you everything he got though, but it was just time for him to get out of Detroit. They were playing him hoping he wouldn't get hurt. And thank God he didn't, so they can just move Blake out of there. Now, if Drummond go to Brooklyn, that team should be arrested because that's illegal. Now that team is illegal. You have 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA all on one team. That's one. Then you got Joe Harris, who's probably one of the most dangerous scoring 6 men. Then you have Drummond coming off there because all they needed was rim protection. That team is so illegal, they should throw somebody in jail. Who the hell would want Bronny Jr.? That's Lonzo Ball number 2. Nobody's talking about Bronny. Why would you trade Trez? You got him for the low. So that means, like he was stupid to take the deal he did. But he's trying to win a championship, and because he signed with Mav Carter and not Mav Carter, but Rich Paul or whatever his name is. I'm rich. See, now that they got that dummy in there, that dummy is finna mess up their entire career. Because here's the news. Right. Why would you lose JG? Jeff Green is great in that role. I feel that adding Blake to it, and I don't want to see Jeff Green's minutes diminished at all. He has way more value than Blake Griffin. The Lakers are losing Trez next season. Period. Trez is going to go get a big contract that the Lakers cannot afford to give him. So they're playing Trez now. I mean, they got him here for the low just so to help LeBron. But the truth of the matter is a lot of players don't want to play with LeBron. They've heard about what happened in Cleveland. They saw about what happened in Cleveland. Players all communicate with one another. So they know what happened. They know what was going on. They were like, I don't want to play with that dude. You want to play with him? Go ahead, but I don't want to play with him. So everybody's going back and forth about who wants to play with LeBron and the Lakers. And the answer is no one. The thing is, Blake never chose Detroit. Blake is a person that loved the sunshine, loved Los Angeles, loved it where it's warm. He loved to be in those type of towns. It cost him his girlfriend. Kendall, you weren't gonna get a Kardashian in Detroit. It cost him his relationship. She wasn't finna stay in no Detroit. I think she visited one game like, is this the town? Oh my God. I can't stay. I can't do this, Blake. I want to, but I can't. Then it cost him half his money. He left his girlfriend that he was finna walk down the aisle and marry. Been with her for like 8 years. Walks out on the relationship right when they were about to get married. Said, I can't do this. Walks out on her. And sure enough, walks out on her completely. And she hit him with palimony and took like, as soon as he signed that big contract, she came in with that palimony lawsuit, hit that boy up for $1 million. Can't do that to white women. They know the law. See, this is the thing. What y'all should have said back when Bosh, Wade, and all those guys got together is not what you should be saying now. This is what Kobe was talking about when young players who didn't try really to win a championship or try to make it work and do it the right way, they did it the wrong way. This is why Kobe was more connected with Melo than anybody else, because Melo decided that he wanted to try to vie and win a championship in Denver before he went to the Knicks. He tried with a team that drafted him, and they got to the Western Conference Finals. It just wasn't their time, and Melo ended up going to New York to try to, he's back home trying to join that franchise. I felt he should have stayed in Denver the whole time. No, it wasn't the money. Denver could have re-signed him for more money. He wanted to play for the Knicks. Thought he could be the main guy to bring the Knicks back to prominence. But people forgot they made it to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. They were in position. Well, Melo's made a lot of money. The league tried to force him out as if he was a problem. And the problem never was him. Well, David Stern tried to protect the league from making this a norm. LeBron was their star, and they needed him to be winning. So to allow the Bosch trade, the deal to go down in Miami the way it did, was to bring the attention around LeBron. And they wanted Kobe to be dethroned by LeBron. That was the plan. But it didn't plan out that way because LeBron couldn't get there with Cleveland. And once he got there with Miami, the Lakers was in no position really to get back there with that team. Plus, that team was, I don't know if they would have beat Kobe had the Lakers got there. I doubt Miami would have even beat them. That Miami team was not ready to win an NBA championship. At that time, it was Wade's team. Miami was always Wade's team. Even when they said, all right, Brian, we're going to hand it over to you. You the star. Because Wade, after they won the first championship, Wade said he told him in the second season, it's yours. It didn't happen like that. When they won the championship, he said, all right, big man, it's yours. You're going to be the leader of the team. We're going to follow you. But when the games went down, it didn't play that way. The Lakers had in-house problems. You got players sleeping with starting players, wives and fiancés and all that stuff. That's hard. That's hard enough to come back from. Because you got people that don't even want to be there. The C3P trade ruined that season. Completely ruined the season. Strictly, when do you want to play? Because I think I saw your comment. You said I was running from you. Another troll move. Right now. Okay, well, after the video, we'll play. Hopefully. Did you even add me on there? Don't worry, I could beat both of y'all at the same time. No, the thing is, can LeBron lead a team? Well, depends on what you mean by leading a team. Meaning that he got a player on the team already that can lead the team. Uh, I'm trying to think, what team did he lead? What championship team did LeBron James lead? I need to know. His first two championships in Miami. Did he really lead the team? Or was it Wade? It was Wade, and then there was Haslam. Those were the two leaders of the team, not LeBron. Dwayne Wade and Haslam, two leaders of the team, period. Was never LeBron. Now, he went to Cleveland. The person who was the leader of that team, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving was the leader of the team. I just said you're done as Haslam. Now, this pygmy bubble thing, was LeBron the leader of that team? Absolutely not. I will let everybody in the chat room right now live, who was the leader in last year's championship? Or whatever that thing was with the bubble. Thank you. Hotline Bling, you got it right. Rondo was the leader of the team. Rondo was the leader. Anthony Davis was never the leader of the team. Anthony Davis was the best player on the team, but the leader of the team was Rondo. Can't believe you messed that up, Burundi. You might lose your ranch over that one. AD. Shame on you. So when Nicholas Jacobs told you something and you thought it was cap, it wasn't. That's right. All of these are facts. This is not theory. It's not hate on LeBron. LeBron James just isn't a leader. As they're playing this season right now, who is the leader of the Los Angeles Lakers? Who is their leader now? They don't have one. This is why they struggle. Now, you know that only when they play good teams, teams that they can't use their, you know, refereeing against. And we see how badly the referees are keeping the Lakers in it because they know that a couple of more losses and they're out of it. And for the record, AD is not ready to come back. Sorry, guys. He's not ready yet. Dennis Schroeder is not a leader. He's a good ball player, but not a leader. Well, like I told you, if the Lakers get Drummond, that's basically checkmate. That makes them a better team than the Clippers. They might not play as a team better than the Clippers, but as per personnel, they have all the position pieces that they need in position. What the Clippers have to learn is that isolation basketball, one-on-one basketball, is going to get you in trouble when you go against teams. You know, you got great scoring weapons, but you got to move the ball around. If you're not trusting each other down the stretch, and that's what's been happening in the second half, it's been like, okay, you got yours, let me get mine. And because you're playing that style of basketball in the winning time, Kawhi Leonard is not going to be the vocal guy on the team and lead the team. Pat Bev has got to get those guys together. I done told people 1,000 times, they don't understand it, that Kawhi Leonard is not the leader of the team. When he was in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard was not the leader of the Toronto Raptors. It was Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry was that team's leader. So if I was to say that about Kawhi Leonard, why the hell would I say that about LeBron James? I'm only telling you the truth. Kawhi Leonard leads by example. Yes, Nathan, they do. They do get that. Because normally the person who's the highest, like the figure, the face of the team, and the captain and all that stuff, don't mean that they're the leader, the heart and soul of that team. You know, back in the days, it used to be like that. That person wore all the caps. Like Patrick Ewing was the, you gonna listen to Pat. That's how it was. Jordan was that guy. Kobe was that guy. You know, so those guys were leaders of the team. Here's the thing. Playoff P was having a good playoff until he wasn't having a good playoff. He hits a wall, and when he played that one good game, he came out and said he's been dealing with PTSD and all this stuff. Had this whole thing in his brain, cooked it up, and served it to the public. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. The worst thing he did was give himself a nickname. They will turn that against you in a heartbeat. How can Brooklyn get Drummond? Easy. If they were to trade for him, picking him up right now would be, if they were to trade for Drummond, they would lose some pieces that they probably don't want to give away. Now, if Drummond gets bought out, then he could sign for a veteran's minimum contract. But the Cavs would have to be complete idiots to buy out his contract. It's too much money. But the Clippers could come and steal him. Now, when I told all you Laker fans who are in here now, in case you weren't here in the beginning, for the past 2.5 months, you guys have come in my live stream. You guys have come on the StreamYard. And what did we say over and over again when asked about this question? What did we say? Y'all said, we need Bradley Beal over and over again. You saying, let's trade for Bradley Beal. That's what you told me. Bradley Beal was the answer. Right, get those likes up. There you go. So anyway, Bradley Beal was the answer. And what did I tell you? They don't need Bradley Beal. What they need is Andre Drummond. Drummond is what they need. They're being killed on the inside. Everybody knows it that plays them. They go to the inside. They have no rim protection whatsoever. None. No interior defense. LeBron James can't defend. He's not trying to defend inside. He's being left on an island down there. AD was never a big rim protector because he's a stretch four. He goes out. Marc Gasol is used to playing upwards because he's mostly not in there getting rebounds. He's a big guy that likes to move up to the top of the key. So he's naturally up doing high pick and rolls, setting screens. And on defense, if your big guy goes low, that's just he has no mobility. He can't keep up with Rudy Gobert. Marc Gasol will get destroyed down there. They can go to Rudy, and Rudy could take him off the dribble and get to the basket. Marc Gasol can't keep up with him. He's too big, he's too slow, and basically too done at this point to do anything about it. Do you really need Marc Gasol at the top of the key shooting threes? That's not going to help you. That is just not going to help you. So for 2.5 months, when you guys come in here, all these Laker fans, this is what killed me about Laker fans. Laker fans will tell you a whole different player all month long. Then they'll say, well, the Lakers are looking into this guy. Yeah! The Lakers can get this guy. I'm like, you guys never once said a damn thing about Drummond. I sat here and told you about Drummond for 2.5 months, and as soon as somebody said yesterday the Lakers are interested in Drummond, I don't even know who said it. It just starts spreading like wildfire. You guys hit me up like crazy, celebrating. I mean, you weren't celebrating when I was telling you about it. For 2.5 months, you kept talking about we need Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal. We don't need Drummond, Cino. We need Bradley Beal. Now, they saying y'all might get Drummond. Y'all are over the moon. Of course, they don't care about a player until they join the Lakers or join and help out LeBron. I know Bradley Beal isn't the answer. The thing is, Wesley Matthews could be the answer. If he was playing without LeBron, he cannot fit in this LeBron system. He likes to play above the key, and he loves to run flare screens. And him and LeBron on the floor, that's not what LeBron likes. LeBron doesn't like that. They basically in the same each other's way. And then when LeBron sits down, they trying to do we'll bring in Wesley Matthews when LeBron goes to the bench, and now he got another guy in the way because he's still not running the team. And then when he was running the team, he just wasn't accurate. He's basically out of shape. He came in, I think, about 10 pounds, probably 12 overweight, and it's cost him. Dennis Schroeder was always a top point guard. Playing when he was coming off the bench in OKC, they were destroying teams over there. Him and Alexander was getting off. Now the thing is that he's always been a guy that could score 20 points a game and could, make some passes and everything else, but he's a scoring point guard. Something that they really missed in the absence of Rondo, because Rondo stays hurt. If they didn't have the 4 months off, Rondo wouldn't have had time and probably would have been ready for a playoff had it been a regular season. Remember, at this point last year, they were getting ready to call the season. They were getting ready to suspend the Los Angeles Lakers. Everybody, the Lakers were losing. The Lakers were reeling. It was right after the All-Star break, the Brooklyn Nets won, and what's his name? AD missed that shot to win the game, bricked it, and the Brooklyn Nets beat the Lakers, and the season was called. Right after that. That was the last game. It was normal. People for memories are bad. My memory's not bad. That was the last Laker game that was normal. They lost to the Brooklyn Nets. Drummond's problem is being motivated every game. He'll come in and get you 20 rebounds and 20 points if he's motivated. Him going to a winning team in a winning situation should motivate him to play every night. Of course, he's lacking basketball IQ. He roots for LeBron. Anybody root for LeBron don't have any basketball IQ altogether. Have you noticed that? Nobody with basketball IQ roots for LeBron James. They believe they have basketball IQ, but obviously they don't. Especially when they're like, he's the greatest basketball player of all times. And be like, huh? Tell me, who in 18 years is doing what he's doing? I'll be like, Huh? We're doing 18 years now? Where you do that at? Oh yeah, Caruso. Caruso's our greatest defender we got. I'm like, they go along with whatever is told. Caruso. I'm like, if Caruso is the number one defender y'all got, who is he shut down? I would love to know. I would love to know who in the world that did he shut down to get that honor. You know who used to do that? The Chicago Bulls. Kirk. Captain Kirk Heinrich. They loved Kirk Heinrich so much, and the only person that he ever defended well when no one else in the league could was Dwayne Wade. I cannot tell you why. I don't know what was in the DNA, but when they play the Bulls, Kirk Heinrich was give fits defensively to Dwayne Wade. He D'd him up better than Kobe, D'd him up better than any player I've ever seen in my life. And that made him a shutdown guy. Kirk Heinrich from Kansas gave Dwayne Wade fits. Couldn't tell you why. See, I'm going to tell you something. The Bulls, the Chicago Bulls had accidentally found a key to their success. The key to their success was a player who I believe played for UConn by the name of Ben Gordon. Everyone forgets in Chicago about Ben Gordon. We got the Ben Gordon who came off the injuries, and we paid him $50 million to come to the Pistons, and we ruined him. Ben Gordon was one of the best scorers before Derrick Rose. When Rose got there, they had Ben there. Ben was hitting the shots and was winning games. People have forgotten about Ben Gordon. All the Bulls had to do was pay the man 2 years, $50 million. That's nothing in today's NBA. Absolutely nothing. He had earned it, got the Bulls to the playoffs. They wouldn't even, matter of fact, all they had to do was really match it. He was so hurt that they put him to the situation that Detroit was willing to do. He's like, even if the Bulls decided to match it, I wouldn't go back to Chicago. That's how hurt he was. And everybody kept saying Ben Gordon's got to go. I was the one that said, man, Ben got to go, man. You got to get somebody else in there to compliment him. But Ben was, when he was playing, he was winning games. He faded out when he went to Detroit because they played a style that was not accustomed to Ben's playing style. And he was just on the wrong team. That Piston team and what they was running was not designed for Ben to be successful, and he kept getting injured. He never really, when he came to Detroit, he was injured. And he never really got his feet under him. I mean, that's what she's supposed to say. LeBron is the face of the team. So because he's the face of the team, he's supposed to come out. LeBron can lead this team. They'll put him as the captain of the team and all that stuff because he's been there, 30 years. But none of the players going to look to him. The young players don't like LeBron. Let's talk about that. The young players do not like LeBron James. They could think of a million other players before they think about LeBron. That was the facts. There's millions of other players they think about that they like. And LeBron isn't one of them. He's alienated a lot of the players that's come into the league today who did like him. There were players that liked him. They played with him on 2K. They grew up liking LeBron. Got in the league, don't like him. His personality has isolated him. Well, yeah, everybody know that the Clippers are interested in getting Kyle Lowry. Toronto want to help Kyle Lowry, and they really want him out of the way. See, the problem is with Kyle Lowry is that they love him in Toronto. Well, the thing is, they feel as if LeBron don't respect them. And when young people feel as if you don't respect them, then there's a problem. They feel like, why should I listen to you if you don't respect what I'm saying? Or you're not trying to hear what I'm trying to say. Well, strictly, here's the thing. When you call me out, you got to have a controller by your hands. You got to have a controller in your hands and ready to play. When you call me out, you got to be ready to go. Now, the thing is, when you look at Donovan Mitchell has had a better rookie year than LeBron. A lot of people. LeBron was an outstanding rookie. People don't understand that. People thought he just came in and dominated the league. That is not what happened. They had to make changes to the rules. They had to start altering the rules and to let him open up the lane so he'll be able to be LeBron. Back then, the game was still a little too tough for LeBron. Melo actually had a better rookie year than LeBron. But no one expected them to come out and dominate. They're high school kids. You know, not too many people from high school come into this league of grown professional men and start dominating. Luka Doncic, to be as young as he was, but he had been playing against 30-year-olds since he was 15 in a professional league. So he's only like people like he's only 21. Like, yeah, Luka's like 21 years old. So when Luka gets here and all these other players and they have to adapt their game, like Donovan Mitchell right now is in the prime at the right point. And as a rookie, he was already there. You know, as far as skill set, that's why they let Rodney Hood go. They were like, Rodney, we just signed you, I know, and we said, man, this is going to be a good thing, but you're in the way. we are not letting him go. They saw that in preseason, like, that kid's special. We got one, and it's him. And we got to let the world know we got to build around him, not Rodney Hood. How are you waiting on me? And I'm sitting here right now. I got my team picked and everything. Did you go and look? Oh, there you go. Now you're talking about I'm waiting on you. Finally, he shows up. Did you try to come in here and pick my team that I'm already playing as? Are you finna pick the Cowboys? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. You think Dak getting that contract is gonna save you? Well, I'm interested to see what happens because as this trade deadline gets down there, a lot of teams gonna be making moves. But here's the thing: everybody's focused on the Clippers and everybody's focused on the Lakers. They're not really playing the best basketball in the league. Who am I playing? The Saints? Saints again? Okay. Utah's playing better basketball. Denver is still playing, and Denver was like in seventh spot, but they're playing better. The person that didn't come into this season and start playing well was Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray has not shown he's a superstar in the league. He did really good in the bubble, and he only did good in the bubble because he was in the bubble, and you can rest and recover real quickly and come back and play another game. You ain't had to go to the airport, get on the bus, tired, jet lag. When you not don't have to deal with that nonsense, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. So now you get to see, who's who and what's what, in other words. Oh man, this is gonna be brutal. You gonna play me like this all game? Okay. Go ahead. Do that rotation again. Oh wow. You really don't know how to play me. I thought you watched my games. Should be over in a minute. Well, and in all fairness, the Lakers are missing pieces, but even with those pieces, Anthony Davis was having the worst year of his career. And the reason he was having the worst year of his career was basically because touchdown. The reason why is because he was out of shape. A lot of players came into the season out of shape, and they try to use the season to get in shape. He was hurt in the bubble. He was hurt outside of the bubble. And he never really got himself well, and he didn't do the steps to prepare for the season. They thought they were going to get an extra month. LeBron was trying to lobby for it. The league, the NBA, decided to help the Lakers out, give them a whole first week of the season, basically almost 2 weeks at home when the season started. They didn't even have to leave LA for like 2 weeks. All their games was like in Sacramento or at home in LA. So they were good for like the first month of the whole NBA season. Well, you got to look at it like this. Strictly, I would punt if I was you. You go for it. This is over quick. You're making very bad decisions out here. Smart man. We're still going to score. It's just that we got more yards to go. Oh, good hit. Now, I never looked at it like that. I looked at it as the Los Angeles Lakers. They're a team that, to me, are tailor made. They're built. They're designed for what I would call athletic play. Like the team played better. That game LeBron didn't play, you had three guys with like 20 some points. Kuzma, Trez, all of those guys was in the 20s, deep 20s, 20s and 11, double doubles, flying all over the place. Now you start to ask yourself, well, why did that happen? Where is all these double doubles coming from? You know, that don't even make sense that that's happening here. It's because those guys could get up and down the court. Kyle Kuzma needs to play in a game that's high tempo and high pace. You can't play that with LeBron. LeBron is not that kind of player. So when you have someone who's not designed or it's in their DNA, this is what you're left with. Oh, wow. Good play. You got to my quarterback finally. All right. Trying to step it up. I love when people play me like that. I knew they were doing that on purpose just so they could make a 3rd and 1 to make it dramatic. Mm. People love to try to get to Brady early, all these wonderful things. 3rd and 1 to bring in the drama. Here we go. Can we get the 1 yard? I'd rather score a touchdown. Oh man, this is gonna be an exercise in exercise in humility for you, strictly. 14-0, first quarter. I never said nothing about Drummond going to the Nets. I'm saying that's who they needed to get. I'm telling you, if the Lakers got him, it would be checkmate. Because that's the player they need. They have no rim protection. They worse off than Brooklyn. Because Brown and that other guy that's in there, they've been balling. I picked the wrong defensive play, so this should help you. You were finna make a mistake and run that again. Oh my gosh, Strickland. The way you play is nuts. Completely nuts. Got that by me. To get your first down. All right. Maybe we're gonna get a game. We're gonna get a good game. Oh no, I doubt it. Seriously. Um, There have been so many players to do that. LeBron is made for these type of situations because he's so used to being there. He knows he's gonna get the calls. He knows Adam's gonna protect him and want to see him there. He knows all this already. So he's not concerned. In other words, he knows how it's gonna play out. Well, give and take. LeBron has always been that type of way, though, so it's no surprise. His arrogance knows no bounds. So when you're used to seeing LeBron James act that way, it's mainly because of situations such as this. Yep. Just waiting on it. Finally gave it to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now I'll show you what we're going to do with it. Did we just drop that? Huh? Okay. Right. Why would they buy out Drummond? That's too much money if you're the Cavs. Somebody's going to have to grease their pockets. They would only want to trade with him. And that will be a touchdown. Thanks for jumping. Boom. Woo, 21 zip, strictly. This is strictly a butt whooping. Yeah, this is a bit more like practice. This is strictly that said that he's going to shut me down. Can I get to a second down at least? I don't think I've seen third down. Come on, Strictly. You got to bring out the plays now. Down 21 zip. Now it's time for the home run. Home run balls got to come out now, man. We in the second quarter. You still got time. There you go. There you go. Get you some little plays. Because believe me, I'm giving you every opportunity to try them. That only works in the NFL on the field. Don't try to run with Hill on me. That quarter bringing him in for that one play, that works in the NFL, not here. That's going to get him knocked out. Oh, no. We set him up for that hit. That should have been a fumble right there. Good play. They let you get a big catch. We laid him out. Pick. Oh, this is fun. Woo, man, We laid him out. Who else want to get it? Oh, good play, because I wasn't gonna guard him. I was coming to lay him out. While I'm in this crazy defense, you should be able to score. But that won't happen. No, you didn't. All right. Strictly's on the move. He just burned his first time out. I'm taking it easy on you. I'll run this play then. I'll just defend you myself. I won't let the computer do it. I'll do it. I know what you're going to do. 48 seconds, 2 timeouts. Can he score? I knew it. You would run the ball and basically do nothing to stop the ball. Wow. Okay. This is the craziest clock management I've ever seen in my life. Now you burn the timeout. You ran 20 seconds off the clock. It's 20 seconds to go now. I'm still baffled by that. I have no idea what that was about. And you gonna run the ball again? I was gonna say, that's nuts. Did you even get the first down? No. 4th and 1. Oh my God. You playing like the Chicago 1 yard and you throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, Jesus Christ. Strictly, what is going on with you, man? This is the most bizarre. Are you going for a field goal for real? I mean, I guess it would stop the shutout for sure. You trying to draw me off sides? What? And you missed that. Oh, Jesus Christ. You missed a 25-yard field goal. I'm just going to run the ball and take a knee or something. I'm not going to run this score. It's 10 seconds. Let's just go to halftime. There you go. All right, it's halftime. Strictly, you got to do better than this. You have got to do better than this. We're kicking the ball back to you. Boom. There you go. Booming the kick to you. Let's see what you do. Let me give you some advice that you should have done in that possession. You got to get plays going to the end zone. What could it hurt you at that point? If you score, then you get the ball back now. Now you're in a position to cut that to a one-score game. It wasn't going to happen, but I mean, you got to at least take the shot there. You know, running the ball there with 48 seconds is not going to help you at all, especially not against this defense. Oh, no. I didn't mean try that now. I said what you should have did then. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Okay. There you go. There you go. Yeah, work your tight ends out. There you go. All right, now let me bring some fire to you. See how you handle the fire. Not so well. Boom. The flames are hot. I don't know why am I playing you like this. I mean, anybody else, I would not play like this. But with you, I'm playing you like this. Thank you. That's a user pick. Get up. Let's go. Run it. Okay. Well, I might as well practice some run plays or something because I know what you thought. You thought Drew Brees could bend that play over. I just told you I'm going to practice some running plays. Oh, God. Touchdown on the first run. Jesus Christ. Did I just run 60 yards? Oh, man. This is bad. Strictly, what can you explain to me what was your process of thought when I just told you I'm going to run the ball and practice some running plays? Now, I mean, you was really capping. It's 28-0. I mean, there's nothing really to show here. In case you can't see that, that's 28-0. This game would be called if this was anything else in the league. Called, ladies and gentlemen. If Strictly, you got a lot of work to do. Well, I told you it wasn't going to take long, Burundi. You sure you want some of this? All right, you're up. I just hope we can finish a game. Y'all didn't let me get my warm-up game on. I got to remember, I can't run these plays on y'all like that. That I was running on him. Oh, my goodness. I cannot do that. It was like playing in Sunday school or something.